Well, we are here in Western Wausau for what should be a very exciting matchup. We are getting things started in the girls basketball season here in central Wisconsin. It starts here on Zaleski Sports. It is the Wausau West Warriors playing host to the Pacelli Cardinals. And this pregame show brought to you by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Well, welcome back here to Wausau, Wisconsin. My name's Connor Phillippe. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to Zaleski Sports for the very first game and the very first night of basketball action in general here on Zaleski Sports on the girls' side. Take a look at both of these two opponents here tonight, starting with the away team, the Pacelli Cardinals. Of course, being the first game of the season, we're going to take things back to last year and talk about how both of these two teams fared. And for Pacelli, it was a very successful season, 18-6 overall, winning in their conference with an 8-1 record overall in that conference. And they, of course, went on to the third round of the state tournament when they eventually lost to Assumption. Of course, Assumption going on to win the whole thing. A little bit of a consolation always when it's tough to see your season end, but at the very least you see it end to the team that eventually won it all. It gives you a little bit of confidence going into next season. They're hoping to get to that point once again. And last season they were 7-2 in away games, which should be a big factor for them. Notable seniors that left: Katie Ilka, Mulaney Cashin, and Kaylin Yenter. Those three were factors for Pacelli, but still a very strong lineup here this year. As we take a look here at the team that is playing host to them, the Wausau West Warriors, they're certainly hoping to get off to a better start this year than they did last year, as they went the whole season 8-17 overall, finished 6-6 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. And they lost to Hudson eventually in those playoffs. And so they are hoping to get things back on track, losing, unfortunately for them, a lot of notable starters and left the team as seniors last season. Paige Anderson, Ayla Christensen, Harper Mead, and Iris Waldvogel, those were some major pieces for the Wausau West Warriors. In fact, if you're taking a look here at last year's stat sheet, the only player that is still left on this team that led a category last year, that's Olivia Colwell, a junior, 5'8". You'll see her number 24 on the court a lot this season, and she is second and third in a lot of those categories she didn't lead. And so she's going to have to step up and be a big leader for this team this season all throughout. As she, like I said, a junior, hoping to get into a leadership role. Addison Fox and Jaden Olkey, currently the only two seniors on this Wausau West team. It's a team that's developing and growing, and we can't wait to see how they start off their season. But of course, going up against a very tough opponent to start things off. And in just a few moments here, we'll hand things over to the PA to start announcing these teams and go into the national anthem. But Rock and Roll Cafe is a sponsor of Zaleski Sports. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. And also today's game brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelry, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. And we're going to do one more time that pregame show brought to you by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to auto-select, and you're good to go as the last few seconds tick away, and we'll hand things over to the PA.
Tonight's non-conference matchup between the Pacelli Cardinals and the Wausau West Warriors. Wausau West High School, Pacelli High School, the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sport events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment, respect, and moral attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. And now, we ask those who are able, please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now, for tonight's starting lineups. First for the Pacelli Cardinals. At center, a 6-foot junior, number 3, Haley Shiseski. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 5, Madeline Pregame. At guard, a 5'7" freshman, number 15, Kinsley Shirk. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 22, Jaden Zadroit. And at forward, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Ella Van Order. The Cardinals are coached by Allison Snaglick, assisted by Jane Elliott and Angelo Bruscato. And now for tonight's starting lineup for the Wausau West Warriors. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 11, Jaden Elke. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 21, Caitlin Butler. At guard, a 5'4" freshman, number 23, Macy Durr. At forward, a 5'8" junior, number 24, Olivia Colwell. And at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 30, Stella Olsen. The Warriors are coached by Manny Lyskow, assisted by Dick Downing and Taylor Pettit. Officials for tonight's contest from the pickleball area.
And so all left to do here is to start things off, as we thank you once again for tuning in to Zaleski Sports. Again, Connor Philippi, happy to bring you through this entire game here on Zaleski Sports, as again, it's the opening night of basketball for the girls basketball season. Both of these teams playing their first matchup of the year. As ready or not, here we go. The opening tip is won by Pacelli. Van Order with the early pass, that one off the front of the rim by Pionic, as that one was rebounded offensively by Pacelli. Van Order back up top. Trying to toss this one off, a little bit of a miscue there. Trying to get that one over to Shirk. And an early turnover here for Pacelli. Certainly something you got to keep an eye on against a very solid Wausau West team. Faking this one, tossing it over to the outside as that one shot up and just clanking off there, off the hands of Olsen. Back the other way quickly, up tempo to start for Pacelli. This shot is up and good. The first points of the season for Pacelli go to Trzeski. Toss to the outside, driving it in before getting it over to Olkey. As that one almost gets stolen away, able to retain possession is Olsen, who starts back up here for the Warriors. Losing this one, who's it off of, and it'll be off of the Warriors as Pacelli will get the ball right back. Head coach Allison Smaglick of the Pacelli Cardinals leading this team. And a slew of assistant coaches helping her out, of course. We'll get to all of them throughout the course of the contest as that one is laid up and in by Chasowski. Butler gets it over to Caldwell. Trying to maneuver through traffic, but eventually loses it. It's tossed over to Shirk as there's a battle for it going out of bounds. And the ball goes back to the Warriors. They breathe a sigh of relief there, as turnover is a factor for both teams early on, affecting the Warriors most heavily here. It's not just about who gets the most turnovers on their side, it's how well can you execute on those turnovers. Get those fast break opportunities, and just as I say that, there is a fast break opportunity as the foul will be called. Pionic with the steal, driving down, and that's about as easy of a foul as you can get. Honestly, one that you're glad is taken once you're in that position, as the first foul of the season for either team is committed. Off the front of the rim, Pionic, one of the many juniors on this team. 6 total juniors, 2 seniors, and 3 freshmen for Pacelli. That one will rattle in. 5-0 early here for the Cardinals, and the Warriors will go back the other way, trying to get that goose egg off the board. Instead, it's stolen away once again. Losing the ball, falling to the ground. It'll go back Wausau's way, as that one was an incidental. The contact, or not should say contact, but the pressure forced that ball out, but not by any illegal means, as Wausau West with the ball back. Starting this one is Caldwell, dribbling away from some pressure, trying to get the cutback, but instead stolen away, ends up in the hands of Pionic, trying to get it back in bounds, as Shirk lost it on that baseline again. 2 straight fast break opportunities Pacelli's been unable to capitalize on, as the Warriors trying to get their first point still of the game, as Caldwell under a lot of pressure. She gets it stolen away from her. Now under pressure there was Stroik trying to get out of it. She does, and now she's got it up at the point. Van Order ends up traveling. And it's very interesting, especially, you see this a lot in central Wisconsin and a lot of the smaller areas of the Midwest and Wisconsin and Minnesota. It's really cool seeing so many of these athletes as multiple sport athletes. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in the next commercial break, or the next timeout, I should say, as this one back the other way off of another turnover. Van Order lays it in off of a nice feed from Chasowski. Excuse me, that was Pionic getting that one in. As that one's stolen away, Van Order back the other way. 4 straight points. She doubles up, and an early timeout will be taken by Wausau West, as we'll stay with you here the first commercial or timeout break of the game, as I will look to find my notes, and I snuck them on the other side of my laptop here. I'd like to remind you that Black Friday at Fleet Farm is almost here. Doors open early at 5 a.m. on Friday, November 28th, and the first 500 customers will get a free plush moose and have a chance to shop this year's best deals. Get an early peek at the Black Friday ad today at fleetfarm.com. And Made a Custom Apparel, I'll start that one over. Made a Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including corporate, casual, and team uniforms, and promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madacustom.com. And so I'm talking about, before that break, the Pacelli Cardinals have a lot of multi-sport athletes, and apologies. I'm sure there are a few on the Warriors team. Of course, I was kind of at some point here on Zaleski Sports during the volleyball season almost the voice of Pacelli Cardinals volleyball. And so I called a lot of volleyball games on Zaleski Sports. And, of course, Jaden and Peyton Zroik, Ella Van Order, and Sammy Sankey, all members of that volleyball team. And big factors as well on that team as this one's stolen away back the other way. As that one was another steal underneath the rim, up and good from Ella Van Order. She's got 6 straight points for Pacelli as that one was stolen away by Chasowski. As that will be given up, trying to put up the floater as the Warriors still looking for their first points. And just as I say that, the first 2 are up and good from Caitlin Butler. As that one is up just off the rim, and foul will be called. And that one was against, I believe it should have been against Jaden Stroik. They called it against Ella Van Order, but that should have been Jaden Stroik, I believe, as they were going up for that rebound. But I do not see any change there. And so Ella Van Order leading the team in points scored so far. Wausau West trying to break out of some pressure here to the outside, puts up the 3, and that one rattles out. The rebound here for Krasowski. As that one is up, and Van Order can't quite get that one to go in, but the offensive rebound and drawing the foul there. That time for Pionk.
Foul number 25, Willie Severson, first personal, second team foul. Haley Krzyzewski at the line, 2-2.
First shot up and good. A couple subs coming in here. Caldwell, one of the players coming in there. As Macy Durr and Willie Severson will get a break for Wausau West. A battle for that rebound will go back Pacelli's way. Another sub coming in here, this time for Pacelli. As Peyton Stroik will come in relief of Chasowski. Shot from way downtown. That one sinks in for 3. Jaden Stroik. That one was a good couple steps behind the line. Working things back up to the paint, getting it over there to Olkey. Fox taking it all the way into the corner. It's going to be mishandled there out of bounds for another Pacelli takeaway. 15-2 here with 12:40 and ticking left in the first half. As this one will be thrown back out to Van Order. She fakes it and then retreats back behind the line. A give and go there as she will get a little bit of separation. Floating it up, no good, but the rebound. Another one up and off the rim. It gets batted out of bounds, but off of Pacelli. Wausau West gets possession back. Maddie Lysko, head coach of this Warriors team, and she's trying to produce a winning culture here in Western Wausau. And she is well on her way to doing it, just needs a little bit of development, and certainly a young team with a lot to prove, as this will be a foul called and a couple free throws coming from Caitlin Butler.
Number 15, Kinsley Shirk, first personal.
And we'll call that one against Kinsley Shirk. Is that one up and good? That one bouncing out. Battle for the rebound, won by the Warriors. Offensive rebounds a must against this Pacelli team. Now getting it underneath and drawing another foul. This time it's going to be called against Jaden Stroik, her first of the night. And I could be wrong. I still believe it should be her second of the night. But they never did change that offensive foul on the other side of the court. And so that will be set in stone. That one's up and good. Caitlin Butler responsible for now 3 of the 4 Wausau points of the night, and now 4 out of 5. As they'll need a little more help from other contributors, maybe some bench points to try and get back into this one here. Still down 10 with 12 minutes left to go here in the first. As that one will be floated up and in from Ella Van Order. Racing for that one in the corner, able to get it is Fox. Now underneath the basket, trying to lay it up and in, no good. With a couple different Pacelli players on her. Quickly back the other way, fouled. And going to the line will be Kinsley Shirk. Kinsley Shirk, a freshman. Always impressive to see a freshman starting first game of the year. As that'll be the first foul of the game for Stella Olson. Sub coming in here, Macy Durr. Or excuse me, it's going to be Olkey taking a break here as Fox comes in. And that one will roll in good. Excuse me, Macy Durr did come in. Fox has been in for a couple minutes here. But Olkey is the one taking a break, as trying to get this one off, but winds up off the leg of Shirk and quickly back the other way here for Pacelli as Stroik passed it away, and then Van Order is guilty of the travel. Pionic coming in as Stroik will take a breather. Again, Pacelli with a very impressive season last year, trying to repeat that success and then some. Again, 18-6 overall. So they led the Central Wisconsin South Conference with an 8-1 conference record. That one's stolen away. Laying it up and in. That's off the hand of Maddie Pionic. Reversing this one along the top of the key. Putting up that floater, and it rattles in. Macy Durr able to get it done. Quickly back the other way now, Pionic. Swings it around up top to Stroik before getting it over to Van Order. Van Order thinks about the three, throws it up. That one's no good. And that one was about a foot too far. Up tempo here for Wausau West. It'll slow it down, throwing it around to the outside. And that one up and off the backboard, no good. Second attempt gets fouled, as looks like the rebound was grabbed by Caldwell. And then Fox trying to get it back up. She was the one initially that lost that first one, and now she'll get a chance to redeem herself on those free throws. A second foul of the night so far for Van Order. Josie McAvoy getting ready to come in, as looks like Chasowski will come in for Van Order. Leaving for Wausau West is Butler and Bloom. That one will roll off. 22-7 here with less than 10 now to go in the first. Maneuvering through traffic, now a wide open three. That one bouncing off. Getting the rebound for a moment before it's ripped away by Stella Olson. Quickly back the other way. Maneuvering through, that one gets blocked nicely by Pionic. To the outside, deep three is off the mark, but the rebound floating up no good, and the rebound eventually by Olsen. Wausau West trying to limit those second and third chances on the other side, especially with those turnovers they're committing, as heading back the other way again is Pionic. Losing that one, but eventually getting it back is Shirk, trying to get it in for Zroik, as she will go up and in for two. That is Peyton Zroik. Jaden Zroik with a big, deep three-point shot early on in the game. Trying for the reach there. That one's not called, as that one will get blocked down to Fox. She puts up the three, and that one just rattles out. That one was on the mark, but not quite the touch. A battle for it here, as that one will eventually be a whistle called, as Pacelli certainly has the height in a lot of circumstances here over Wausau West. Every once in a while you'll see that height, not very often, but sometimes play to a disadvantage. Sometimes it's just too easy to block down on those shots, and the foul's drawn. So that one rattles in. Fox will come out, replaced by McAvoy. So we see Jaden Zroik come in for Shirk. And a little bit quick discussion there between the refs before this next shot will go up. And that one is good. Wausau West continue to stay in it here. Still only down 13 with plenty of game left to go. Getting this one up. Battle, and it is going to go in. Krzyzewski able to get that one. That one poked away, still Warriors ball. And the whistle's blown. It looks like a couple seconds went off the scoreboard before they could stop it. And they'll get those seconds right back on there. Stolen away there by Pionic. The toss back. Pionic gets the rebound off the missed shot. The three-point shooter is up and good. Krzyzewski with the three. Tossing this one to the outside, throwing it all the way around, reversing court. That one's stolen away by Jaden Zroik the other way and laid up, no good. Getting the rebound, she'll get fouled trying to put it back up. And it looks like that'll be a spot foul, so it'll be a throw-in from that baseline. Van Order back in for Pacelli. Getting this one in, did she stay too long? And she did. And something interesting I'm noticing as I'm calling my first Wisconsin girls basketball game here on Zaleski. Moved here just about a year ago I'm noticing that there's no shot clock in Wisconsin high school basketball. That's something that was newly implemented in Wisconsin, or in Minnesota, excuse me, where I'm from. As that one will bounce out of bounds. And so interesting to see if that's something that will eventually work its way around here. We've seen it really pay dividends in Minnesota for a lot of different reasons. And just looking around, noticing that's not there, it'll be an adjustment for me. As that one will be thrown into the corner for Wausau West, getting that one up for a foul. 2 shots coming here for Olivia Colwell. Last couple minutes, Pacelli starting to creep away a little bit here, but still plenty of ball left to play. As that one will bounce just out. .7:10 on the first half clock as that one bounce out no good. Under pressure with it there is Jasowski, but she gets the rebound and tosses it over to her teammate Pionik. Pionik with a nice feed in, and that one's good for 2 as Peyton Sroik gets it down. Three-point shot is up. That one will go out of bounds. Pacelli will get this one back as Olke will come out. Comes in, replacing Caldwell. Taking it up, here is Jaden Sroik. She will drive in, loses it out of bounds, and that one will be called. It looked tipped based on the trajectory of the ball, but honestly, I did not see it very well. The refs will discuss it and will give the ball to the Warriors. It's difficult to see, really, no matter how many refs you have on the court, when there's that many bodies in one area, it can be really difficult to tell. As Olsen takes it to her left before being pressured into a pass, driving in, the floater up off the backboard, and good touch on that one. As that was Macy Durr with the play. That is not an easy shot to make. That one gets thrown for the three-point shot. That one off the rim, no good, but the rebound here by Sroik, and that one is up and good. That was Van Order with the shot. Now 20-point lead here for Pacelli. They're starting to command things here in the first. Getting a little bit of pressure off there before throwing it up. And Durr once again trying to put the team on her back as a timeout will be called by the Pacelli Cardinals. We'll take our first timeout of the game. You're watching Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Simplicity CU brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Pacelli Cardinals with a commanding lead here with 5:43 to go in the first, as they will take it down the court with Jaden Sroik, 31-13. Both teams with 4 timeouts left. 6 fouls committed by Pacelli and 4 for the Warriors. Shooting this one just off the back of the rim, and that one will end up out of bounds. Good decision there by Stella Olson, recognizing that no one on her team touched it and letting it go out. Tossing this one to the top of the key, swept over to Olke, and that one another turnover there, trying to get it over to Severson. As Roik will take it down once more. Looking for her teammate is Peyton's Roik, and now going up for the shot, no good. Underneath the key, or excuse me, underneath the paint. Back the other way now for the Warriors is Olsen. She surveys, gets it out for driving in. McAvoy trying to put up the shot, and that's another foul here for Pacelli. The one thing really that they've struggled with in this game so far. Everything else has been very sound, and after those first few, they really haven't committed that many turnovers. But certainly already in a little bit of foul trouble here, as that's now the second foul for Shirk. That shot bouncing off and bouncing between a couple different Pacelli Cardinals, but one of them does eventually get it. That is Shirk. And so the Warriors do have the bonus now with that 7th foul. Faking that 3, getting it over to Jaden Zroik. Under a lot of pressure, stepping back. 3-point shot is now up, and that one just out. Rebounded by Durr. She maneuvers through, gets it back out to the top of the key to McAvoy. Eventually reverses it around to Durr before it's stolen away by Jaden Zroik. She puts up the 2, and it's good. 4 minutes and ticking now in the first half. Into the corner, wide open 3 opportunity. That one not quite on the mark, and that'll be another foul. As Olke able to put up a shot after the rebound. That'll be another 2. That'll be Shevsky's second foul of the night. Off the front of the rim there. And multiple substitutions coming in. 3 for Wausau West. Looks like Butler, Colwell, of 2 of the 3 coming in for Warriors, and Sammy Sankey coming in for Pacelli, as that one will bounce in. And then one more substitution as Emma Downing will come in for the Warriors, and Olke will take a break. Stroik puts that one up and bouncing just out. Good rebound by Butler. Thinking about that 3, but trying to drive it in, losing it out of bounds. Good decision by Colwell to try and get a higher percentage shot. Unfortunately, went off, I believe, her foot. Loses control, and Pacelli with an opportunity to get above 20 now for the lead once again. 3:20 left to go here in the first. Sent to the outside. Van Order really tempted to do that, but instead retreats back out. Sankey reverses over to Shirk. And now driving in for the layup is Jaden Zroik. Krasowski, Pionik, Zroik, and Van Order, as that one is up and good from Stella Olsen. But those 4 combining for Pacelli for the majority of the points so far here tonight. As that one tossed into Shasowski, and that one is up and good. Beautiful feed in, but blocked away. Second shot also no good, but a third rebound now. And that one also no good. 3 opportunities for points. Not quite able to get it done. Sankey thinks about it. Nice feed into Van Order. That one won't go. Good defense by Olsen, who's quickly back the other way, putting up the shot. And that one won't fall either. Quick little dry spell for both teams the last couple minutes as Jaden Stroik comes back with it here. Under 2 to go now in the first. Floating it over, 3-point shot is up. No good. Downing with the rebound off the bench as she tosses this one over to Durr. And that one is going to be a tip. Out of bounds, so it doesn't matter either way. Would have been a tip, so no over and back for those of you into the rules, and ends up out of bounds off of Wausau West either way. Coming in here is Pionic. She'll replace Ella Van Order. Troik takes it down, tosses it over to Sankey. Feeds it in to Shirk. She works past some pressure, puts it up. Won't fall with a foul call.
Fouls number 2, Emma Downing, first personal, 15 foul. Is the shirt at the line, shooting 2.
As that will be the first foul of the night for Downing. Up and nothing but net on that first free throw. Holke and Severson back in for the Warriors. Second free throw coming here for Pacelli. That one off the front of the rim. Battle for it. Eventually won, and a foul will be called offensively for Pacelli. And it was a push. And there will not be it will not warrant, I should say, free throws on the other side. Trying to get that one in, goes off the leg of a Pacelli player, but not kicked, as that one will be up and good for 2. It's another 2 for Pionic. As the refs will discuss something here. And they will send both teams back to their respective benches as they talk this one over. We'll remind you that you can get the best tire prices period during the factory direct tire sale at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back by online or mail-in rebate on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. As they will continue to discuss things here, and I would like to thank you again for tuning in to Zaleski Sports for the start of the basketball season. We thank you for tuning in for what's been a great, electrifying football playoffs, all on Zaleski Sports, and saw a couple good ones for the semifinals last week. And not entirely sure what such a long discussion is about here. We'll remind you that Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They're now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Zaleski Sports also brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. And it looks like whatever the refs are discussing, they've come up with a decision here. And it's one of those situations, I wish that there were mics down there so I really could understand what was happening. They're talking to the scores table about something down there. Not sure if it was a clock issue or they gave a foul to the wrong player and they're trying to, looks like they are talking to the stats person down there as well, so it might be a foul problem. And the refs will continue to talk this over. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are two beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning, for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. And they are discussing with both coaches here what they've been discussing with each other for the last couple minutes. So we've got 1:17 left to go here in the first. And it looks like they're getting ready here to restart play in just a few moments. And they will be giving a 1-and-1 here to Emma Downing after all of that. Not sure if there was some sort of infraction, because the play had stopped on the other end of the court when the play was stopped. It was on the other side of the court as Pacelli will get the rebound back, and it's funny how basketball works after all that discussion. Battle for the ball. It'll be a jump ball given to the Cardinals. Cardinals looking to have a similar year to the year they had last year, just trying to get a couple more rounds through the playoffs. They made it to the third round last year before falling to Assumption, as this one is sunk. I believe that was Sammy Sankey on that one. One of the two seniors on this Pacelli team. We talked about how both of these two teams are fairly young, but a lot of experienced juniors for this Pacelli squad, learning a lot from the few seniors that departed last year. Floater is blocked, and then a foul eventually called after the rebound. That was a nice block there by Chusowski, but the offensive rebound gets the ball right back in the hands of the Warriors, and two free throws coming here for Downing. Excuse me, that is Severson. Off the front of the rim there. Coming in here for Pacelli is Peyton Sroik, as Chusowski will get a break. And that one nothing but net. 45 seconds left and counting here in the first. Sankey all the way out across. Nice feed in, as that one will bounce in. Points go to Peyton Sroik, but that was a beautiful feed by Pionik. And he'll be poked out of bounds, but off of Pacelli. Macy Durr will throw it in. Severson with the give and go there to Durr, and it's like that was some sort of traveling infraction there. 33 seconds left. We'll see what Pacelli wants to do, if they would rather just dribble this first half out, breaking out of that kind of soft press, I like to call it there. Getting this one inside before eventually giving it back. Unable to get that one to go. Rebounded there by Olkey and then stolen away. Unable to get the layup there was Jaden Zroik, and now 10 seconds left before the half. Trying to get a few more points on the board here for the Warriors, and quick three is up and just rattling out. That will do it. Thinking about going for the full court heave, and running out of time was Jaden Zroik, but we have halftime here from Wausau West, as it is Pacelli leading, commanding lead here for him, 44-17 going into the half. And so we'll send things to some commercial breaks here. Thank some of our many sponsors for sponsoring Zaleski Sports, and we'll be back for the second half after that.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $20 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded high-bred mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Set the sails for Black November. Smee, this one looks epic.
Our inventory is mighty and in ship shape, Captain.
Arr, whether it's furniture, appliances, or mattresses, they are all priced to set sail, Captain.
I see it's time for me to take me Black November back. This could be interesting.
Follow your compass to Mittens in Marshfield and find your treasure chest this Black November.
Welcome back here to Wausau West High School in central Wisconsin as we get ready for the second half of action between the Pacelli Cardinals and the Wausau West Warriors. My name's Connor Philippi. Thank you so much for tuning in as we will take a look here before we start the second half at some of the other matchups happening here on Zaleski Sports. This is an early one here starting at 6, and so there's only one other matchup going on here. In fact, that one's also just live, not quite started, and so we have 7 total that are happening here tonight. And this is really the only one happening right now. All the rest of them 7 or 7:15 starts. Colby at Stratford. And these are all, of course, girls basketball action here on Zaleski Sports. Colby at Stratford, Assumption at Westfield, Newman Catholic at Columbus Catholic, Altoona at Eau Claire North, Wapaka, excuse me, I'm still learning here in Wisconsin, Wapaka at Iola Scandinavia, McDonell Central at Neelsville, Marinette versus Anago, and the game we have here starting the second half soon. And every once in a while, I feel like I've gotten to the point, I've been here for about a year. I see some of those names and I almost have all of them, but then I'll see one from north or south or somewhere where I haven't been before and I have absolutely no idea. But I've been there before trying to show people how to pronounce Matamidi. They're in western Minnesota, so learning my way here and happy to be here on Zaleski Sports as we are just about ready here to start off the second half. Pacelli with a commanding lead as they really were firing on all cylinders. Like I said, really the only thing that they struggled with in that entire half was a few of those fouls that they gave up. 10 total fouls in that first half. Other than that, they really have been firing on all cylinders, making good decisions, getting a lot of turnovers. As the Warriors will start things off on the offensive in this second half. Final 18 here from Wausau West. As this one gets poked away, just like I said, those turnovers, but a battle for it on the floor, and eventually a jump ball will be called. This one will go, I believe, to Pacelli. And we'll continue over the course of this half to go over some of the other matchups you can expect throughout the week here on Zaleski Sports as this one goes up and in. And Chaszewski with that one. And we got a busy lineup here tonight and on Thursday that you can expect. And once girls and boys basketball are both off and running, it'll be incredibly busy as this one's stolen away by Olivia Colwell. Going back the other way for the Warriors, tossing it over to Olkey, and then eventually getting it all the way to the other side of the court to Durr, and splash. Nice shot there for Durr. And quick pass the other way as Pionic will get this one up and in. Pacelli can respond with the best of them. Like we've mentioned throughout the course of the night so far, Pacelli with an impressive season last year, trying to get back up to that point again, and losing to Assumption in the third round. Again, Assumption ending up the champions this year. Tossing this one back over to Durr. And then under pressure there is Colwell into the corner to Olkey, and that one goes too far, and that one battled for, and eventually Durr pokes it out of bounds herself, and it'll be inbounded here by Van Order. And again, we've seen that Chaszewski, Pionic, Jaden Stroik, and Ella Van Order have really commanded things in terms of scoring, but all these starters and a lot of players off the bench as well, making impact with those takeaways, with some solid passing, and this whole team gets involved, which is a great thing to see. Trying to keep possession here under a lot of pressure are the Warriors, able to somehow get that one off. A nice feed in, but it's like a reaching foul will be called against Pacelli, their first of the half. Looks like it'll be against Pionic. Getting this one all the way out. Dangerous pass, but able to float it up and draw the foul. And so going to the line will be Macy Durr. Again, Macy Durr, the only freshman on this Wausau West team. One freshman, two sophomores, 5 juniors, and 2 seniors. This one will rattle in. Two straight free throws good for the Warriors. As back comes Jaden Sroik. A nice feed in, putting that one up and good from Czaszewski. Van Order with the layup after the fast break. And again, Pacelli's been great so far tonight at getting those points right back after they go down. Battle for it, another turnover as this one will go to Van Order, goes off her own leg. Able to retain possession is Pionk. The nice pass over for a 3-point shot, no good, trying to get that rebound, but runs out of real estate. Shirk with a good effort there, but out of bounds. And Shirk, like I mentioned before, one of the 3 freshmen for this Pacelli team. Both of these teams very well built on juniors, having that level of experience without overloading on seniors. Which will make the next couple years fun for both these squads. Getting this one out and over. 3-pointer is up off the back of the rim and rebounded by Jaden Sroik. First 3 minutes gone here in the second. Rotation here. Tossed it over. Eventually will wind up with Shirk. Battle won, or not quite won, by Stella Olsen as she gets the ball back, but her foot was on the line. And Van Order will inbound it. Able to work the line and get it over to Pionk to start out the play. Jaden Sroik fakes the 3, drives in. Can't quite get the layup, too strong off the backboard, and now under a lot of pressure, trying to just get this one out to a teammate, able to find the outlet to Olsen. Driving through pressure, and just that brick wall. Been so difficult to penetrate here for the Warriors as Pacelli just so good in the paint. They just really have not been able to get any solid shots from that part of the court. As Shirk trying to feed this one into Jaden Sroik, can't quite get it to go, and it'll be a turnover there, grabbed by the Warriors. Stella Olsen heading back with it. She tosses it over to, and a foul will be called there. Second now of the half for Pionk. Excuse me, that is her first personal. And so there was a point where I said a foul on Pionk earlier on in the half. I must have been wrong about that. Perhaps it was Czaszewski. Sometimes the 3 and the 5 blend together, but either way, this time it is a 3-point shot, and a good 3-point shot by Pionk. She nails it. And she continues to be, so far, a star of the night here for the Cardinals, but multitude of players making a huge impact. As Van Order, good effort to try and get that one back, but out of bounds. And it will be a thrown from the baseline here for the Warriors, as looks like Caldwell will come in, as Durr will come out and get a much-deserved rest for the Warriors. Shirk came out for Pacelli, replaced by Sammy Sankey. And then that went out of bounds. Pacelli will get the ball right back. Jaden Sroik taking it up court. Trying to get it over to Pionk. She eventually is able to grab that ball as Sankey throws it back around. Van Order looking for a pick, but it dissolves there. Trying to get it over to Czaszewski, and she gets it taken away there by Stella Olsen. Back the other way, 3-point shot up by Fox. No good, but the rebound by Olke. Eventually stolen away by Pionk, going back the other way. Sroik has Jaden Sroik, too strong off the backboard. A rebound, eventually up and fouled there was Pionk. call against Colwell, her second of the night. And that'll be the third foul of the half here for the Warriors. With just about 5 minutes elapsed so far, and it's like Peyton Zroik will come in for Van Order. Downing and Severson will come in for Fox and Colwell. That one off the front of the backboard, rebounded by Downing right off the bench. Olsen takes it down for getting it over to Colwell. Excuse me, that was Downing, and stolen away there by Zroik. Again, trying to get that good shot inside. Instead, it goes back the other way for a layup. And whether it's trying a feed in that gets poked away or just trying to take it into that area themselves, they just have not been able to get any real estate underneath the basket, as now the foot goes on the line. And thrown in here to Jaden Zroik. Tossing this one inside, poked away, but it will stay with Pacelli. Not too much of a hike here for Pacelli here tonight. The Pacelli School in Stevens Point. I had to guess about 30 to 40 minutes away, as this one is up and good from Peyton Zroik. Again, a lot of players on both these squads, multi-sport athletes. Always impressive to see that. That one will get fed in to McAvoy. Quick passes for a shot on the elbow, no good. Battle for it, tough to tell who that was off of, and it was off of the Warriors. About 3 or 4 players all in on that. $12 to go here from Wausau. Jaden Zroik will hand it off. Pionic surveys. She fakes that one, puts up the floater off the back of the rim, rebounded there by Olsen. Shelley trying to hit the dagger that will potentially send this one to running time. As driving in there and not quite getting the foul, or excuse me, not quite getting the shot in, but the foul will result in 2 free throws for Jaden Zroik. That one is up and good, as the Cardinals will hit 60 here on the night. Second one, no good. Rebounded there by Downing. Back the other way for Olsen. Stolen away again by Zroik. She's commanding things here in the second half so far. Gets contact, instead puts up the 3. No good off the front of the rim. The putback also will not fall. Able to tiptoe the line there impressively was Pionic. Toss it over. Szysowski can't quite get it in. Pionic with the rebound once more. Zroik gets it out deep. 3 is up, and that one won't go. Multiple opportunities there for Pacelli. Butler and Bloom ready to come in here, as well as Fox. It'll be McAvoy, Olkey, and it looks like Severson taking a break for the Warriors. Olsen getting it out there to Fox. That one's stolen away. Losing possession, though, back for the layup attempt, and it's in for Butler. Three-point shot is up. Can't quite get it in. That was off of Peyton Zroik. Olsen under pressure. And then a foul will be called. It looks like they're going to call it against Pacelli. So Olsen will inbound. Shirk will come in for Pionic. Floating this one up, poked away, stolen by Shirk, and she will lay this one up and in. And a timeout called by Wausau West. And we'd like to remind you that Nicollet Bank offers personal banking at its best. They've got locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, and you can learn more at nicolletbank.com. And fill your homes with the best from home furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. They've got so many things there at that store that I am stumbling over myself trying to even read them all. For over 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. They are local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. And just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. And Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this fall. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. And so the Warriors back on the offensive here. Olsen surveys on the top of the key, under pressure on the perimeter. Trying to get a little bit of help there from her teammates. She's able to drive in and gets blocked away once again by Jaden Zroik. Getting this one into Van Order. She puts it up. That one rolls off and eventually grabbed by Fox. Under pressure there on the perimeter in the corner. It's eventually stolen away by Peyton Zroik. Zroik's killing it here in the second half so far, as Van Order will get the jump ball call, and it will go back with the Warriors. Holke and Durr coming back in as Bloom and Fox will head to the bench. 9 minutes to go here in this contest. Faking this one, driving it is Olke. And under pressure there, trying to get it back to Olke, and just able to prevent the over and back, as Durr has to hand it off to Olsen now. Olsen trying to get past Zroik and runs into another Zroik, getting it over to Bloom and Downing, and now trying to put up the shot. And that's an all-ball block, and that one just gets full-on soccer kicked. And Jaden Zroik will run after that one. Not sure if that was intentional or not. And will be inbounded in here to Butler. Actually feeds it into Downing. Can't find any real estate, so we'll send it back out to Olsen. Olsen trying to get it across court. And that one was tipped away, so no over and back. Feeds this one back in, and just, again, suffocating defense. As this one will be double dribbled. And Pacelli gets the ball right back. Wausau West with the soft press here. And they will turn it into a full court press. But then they'll fall back once they no longer have pressure, and Van Order will put up the shot. That one won't fall. A little bit of a scoring drought for both sides the last couple minutes. As Olsen heads back, she tries to drive in with it, the reverse layup attempt, and just the presence of those tall players underneath the basket, you feel like that's how high you have to loft it up in the air just to get it over them. Nice feed into Van Order. This time it also will not go as it's defended nicely. Another jump ball. This time it'll be Pacelli ball. That was nicely defended by Downing. As Severson will come in and Butler will take a break. As that one is up and good. Jaden Zroik. Toss to the outside, three-pointer is up and it is drained. Jaden Olkey getting that one done. Putting that shot up and won't go. Rebounded again by Olkey. To the outside now to Olsen. She puts up the three off the front of the rim. Back to Downing off the offensive rebound as Durnow will drive in. She puts up the floater. That one will bounce in. Tossing this one in, and Van Order off of a nice feed there by Jaden Zroik. And that one deflected out. Coming back in, Josie McAvoy will come in as she'll replace Colwell. 6:22 left to go here in the game. As we remind you again, this was the early matchup of the night, so we remind you to tune in to some of the second halves that will be going on at the conclusion of this one. Some of these ones actually, with a 7:15 start, you'll be able to catch a lot of it. And so, waiting on something here. And the refs are eventually ready to go. Able to break out of that one. It'll go off the leg. The kickball and will be inbounded once again by the Warriors. Olsen is the one on the baseline. McAvoy is able to get it off the inbound. And they'll find Olkey. Tries to put up the shot, but someone is there. Driving in is Durr. She puts it up, and that's good. And a 7-2 run here the last minute or so. As a foul will be called there. And going to the line will be Vivian Berna. She is in the game for the first time. Didn't notice that. As that one will find its way in. Can't quite get that one to go in, but a nice offensive rebound there. Tossing it in. And there's an opportunity up and no good. Eventually wrestled away by McAvoy. Here's Durr taking it back the other way. Swept all the way around. Three-pointer is up. Off the front, no good. Rebounded there eventually by Shirk. Tossing it out back to Shirk. Shirk has a little bit of room to work with. It's poked away, but still Pacelli ball. Coming in here is Colwell. She'll replace Olsen with 5:24 to go. And it has been a quick one here tonight. Pacelli has been dominating from the start. Three-pointer from the corner won't go. The putback attempt won't go off the rebound and eventually is grabbed by Durr. Durr loses it, but it's taken by McAvoy. Wide open three-point shot up and won't fall out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Cardinals. He'll be inbounded by Durr. And that one almost dribbled out of bounds. It eventually does get taken away, though. Quickly back the other way. The layup is good from Rebecca Smith. First time calling her name here tonight. Junior for this Pacelli squad. Underneath the rim, eventually it's thrown right to Shirk. And into the corner here. Kinsley Shirk. And I apologize, it's Addison and Kinsley Shirk both on the court here at the same time now. I've been calling Kinsley Shirk a lot throughout the night. Kinsley is a freshman, Addison a junior. We inbounded here by Addison Shirk. Tossing this one out, stolen by Downing. Over to Olkey, nice feed in for the two as Severson gets it done. Long pass over, long three, won't go. Wrestled away by Severson. Quick pass to Colwell. Trying to give it back to Olkey, but just out of her reach. As Olsen will come back in, now replacing Downing. 4:01 to go. As Pacelli trying to salt away this victory. Kinsley Shirk takes it from the point, gets a pick. Getting a little bit of space to work with here. Tossing it over now to Peyton Zroik. Spin move, gets it over to Berna. And that one will go out of bounds. Warriors ball, or excuse me, no, Pacelli ball. And Maddie Lysko not fond of that call on that side of the bench. Here's Kinsley Shirk tossing it over to Berna. Getting it over to Addison Shirk. Back to Kinsley. Quick give and go there to Rebecca Smith. Now driving it in. Not able to get that one into the hands of Colwell now. And they will call a foul there on Smith. And they will call that a foul on the floor, so a throw in from the baseline. It's a much more tame second half in terms of fouls. 5 total for the Cardinals, 4 for the Warriors. Falling to the ground, and then a foul will be called. Potentially same. It is Smith again. So her second foul of the game, and twice in about a minute. Three-pointer is up, won't go. Grabbed out of the air by Smith. Smith can't quite get it, and wasn't quite sure who was off of last. Let it go out. It was off of her. So a few quick changes of possession as we got 3:04 now left to go in the game. And make sure you tune in after the commercial break after the game. We'll be talking with head coach Allison Smaglick of the Pacelli Cardinals. This one will be laid in, the and one. It is Lily Severson with a nice move to the basket. Not a lot of real estate underneath the basket so far here tonight, but able to get it done there. And so one shot coming. This one bouncing around. Getting it back here are the Warriors. It's eventually thrown back to Pacelli as Kinsley Shirk tossing it over to Vivian Berna. Kinsley over to Zroik. That's Peyton Zroik. Over to Kinsley. And that one's blocked. Tossing it over here to Olkey. She puts up the mid-range jumper. That won't go. The reverse layup off the rebound. Nicely done there by Durr. And the freshman has been a consistent force in this one for the Warriors. Deep three is good from Peyton Zroik. 2 minutes left to go here, as Olsen will look things over. Gets it over to Severson, eventually over to Olkey. She puts up a shot off the front of the rim, and it's eventually grabbed by Kinsley Shirk. Last few possessions of the game now as Smith tries to toss it over. It's stolen away by Durr, and that one up and good on the way up. Nice move, pass over, and that one can't quite roll in. They're trying to get it over to Addison Shirk. And a charge will be called there. With 1:04 here now to go. A little bit of a preview of tomorrow, or excuse me, not tomorrow, our next night of action here on Thursday on the 20th here on Zaleski Sports. I'll be in Bancroft, Wisconsin for the Auburndale versus Almond Bancroft matchup at 7 o'clock on Zaleski Sports, and there's a total of 8 matchups tomorrow, or excuse me, Thursday night as well. And so the last 45 seconds of action here. Pacelli Cardinals will pick up, obviously, their first win of the season, first matchup of the year. So it'll be 1-0. Wausau West 0-1. As Aquinas is in store for them in their next matchup. That'll be a good hour or so away. I believe that's near Madison, actually. So that'll be a little bit of a hike for them. As for Wausau West, they'll take on a tough team in Superior. That'll be their first road matchup of the year, as that one will do it. 72-39 victory for the Cardinals on the road against the Warriors. And after this, we'll take it to a post-game interview here, sponsored by Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
All right, and we welcome you back here to Wausau West High School in a dominating fashion. Pacelli gets their first victory of the season here, and I'm joined by Allison Smaglik, our head coach, as well as Madeline Pionik. Start off with you, Coach. You talk about setting the tone to start off the season. This is certainly the way to do it, hoping to get back to where you were last year and above that as well. Talk about what is the most important factors for a team when you start off the season. What do you want to see from your players as you start to grow and just continue to get momentum throughout the season?
Yeah, a main thing of us for this year is the communication part. We are a small squad. You know, we have 10 people on our roster, and just being able to play together on both ends of the court. I think, you know, what starts our momentum in games is our defense. So we're kind of looking to rely on a lot of our defense. Obviously, in the game, you could see that defense led to turnovers, which led to quick, easy baskets for us. That's kind of been our forte for the last few years. We're hoping to continue to do that, along with kind of cleaning up some of the little odds and ends stuff that we can improve on.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. And I'll hand things over now here to you, Madeline. First of all, congratulations on the first victory of the season. The biggest part of this game, I believe, was not just the turnovers, but they really had no real estate underneath the basket here tonight. Talk about what that squad does to just create that wall, create that barrier. Is it communication? Is it just straight up having that skill? What is the biggest factor for why you were so good tonight?
So I think we're all really bonded well, and in practice we just work really hard, and talking is definitely the biggest thing in our defense.
Well, thank you very much. I'll have you do one more thing for me. I'll step away, give you the 1, 2, 3. You'll say your name and I'm in the house, right?
I'm Maddie Pionik, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
Have a good night.